There's a phase in life nobody prepares you for. It doesn't come with warnings. It doesn't arrive loudly. It just settles in. It's the phase where you're not broken, but you're not okay either. Where you're still functioning, waking up, replying to messages, doing what's expected, but something inside you feels distant, like you're watching your own life from a few steps behind. She was in that phase. From the outside, everything looked normal, but inside, she felt like she was standing in the middle of a fog, unsure which direction to walk. Not because she didn't have dreams, but because she had too many versions of herself she didn't know how to choose from anymore. She remembered a time when life felt clearer, when goals felt exciting, when effort felt worth it. Now, even simple decisions felt heavy, not because she was lazy, but because she was tired in a way sleep couldn't fix. Some nights, she lay awake wondering where she went wrong. Was it the choices she made, the chances she didn't take, or the parts of herself she kept shrinking just to survive? She kept asking herself why she felt behind people her age, behind expectations, behind the version of herself she thought she'd be by now. And the hardest part wasn't failing, it was not knowing what she was failing at. One evening, after a long day of pretending to be okay, she stepped outside alone. The world was quieter than usual. Streetlights glowed softly. The air felt still, like it wasn't rushing her anywhere. She sat there, doing nothing. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just her thoughts. And for the first time in a long while, she allowed herself to feel everything without fixing it. She admitted something she had been avoiding for months. She wasn't lost because she was weak. She was lost because she had outgrown an old version of herself and hadn't met the new one yet. That realization didn't solve everything, but it softened something inside her. She noticed how harsh she had been with herself, how every slow day felt like a failure, how every pause felt like falling behind. But what if pauses weren't punishments? What if they were invitations? Invitations to rest, to reflect, to let go of paths that no longer felt right, even if they once did. From that day, she stopped demanding clarity from herself. She stopped asking, "Why am I not there yet?" and started asking, "What do I need right now?" Some days the answer was rest. Other days it was movement. Sometimes it was silence. Sometimes it was trying again. She learned that healing doesn't always look productive, that growth doesn't always announce itself, and that progress doesn't always move in straight lines. There were days she still doubted herself, days she felt behind again, days she wondered if she was wasting time. But now she knew something she didn't before. This quiet phase wasn't a dead end, it was a recalibration. Life wasn't ignoring her, it was teaching her patience, teaching her that worth isn't measured by speed, that purpose isn't lost just because it's unclear, and that becoming someone new often requires letting the old version dissolve first. Slowly, without forcing it, things began to shift. Not dramatically, not overnight, but gently. She felt lighter making decisions that honored her peace. She stopped chasing timelines that weren't hers. She started trusting that clarity would come, not from pressure, but from presence. And one day, she realized something quietly powerful. She didn't need to rush into becoming someone extraordinary. She just needed to be honest with where she was. Because even this phase, the quiet one, the uncertain one, the slow one, was still part of her becoming. And maybe that's where you are too. Not stuck, not failing, not behind, just in between. Learning, unlearning, realigning. And that's not a weakness. That's growth, happening quietly.